Hey everyone, this is Jasper, co-founder of reVillager. I'm going to give you a little tutorial now on the bulletin board for the reVillager app. So what you'll see here is my browser and what it will look like in any browser on your computer. And over here to the right is what it will look like on a phone. This is an iPhone, but it'll look the same on an Android. So the bulletin board is one section of reVillager, which is really like the backbone of the whole platform. For certain communities, this is where you'll spend most of your time. Now, if you click the home button, for right now, you'll see channels, and this will be your home page. And there's a tutorial on the home page that you should watch if you haven't already. From there, if you click the board, which is all these dots up on the top here, or on the phone, it's in the bottom center, you get sent to this, which is basically the community bulletin board, but it's digital. On a browser, it's really nice because it's 3 wide, and so you get a kind of nice open view of all of the different posts on the board. Whereas on the phone, it'll come as a single downward thread of posts. Now, the beauty of the bulletin board is that there are different types of posts, all pertaining to community and what communities need. Every post has a chat room nested inside of it, so you can stay really specific to what that post is about, and the whole community can talk about it. You can make posts specific to circles or subgroups that you're in, so not everybody has to see every post. There's no algorithms or advertisements, so it is not a classical home feed on social media that's trying to get your attention and keep you occupied. It's really more to update you on what is happening in the community and make it easy for you to engage with things happening in the community. And if your community is big or has a lot going on, in almost every other platform available right now, which really aren't designed for intentional community, it's really hard to find information. It's really hard to stay clear on what's relevant to you. So the board here is designed to make it easy to find information. So one way you can find information is by searching. You can literally search for any word. You can also search for hashtags. So if you hashtag something, you can look for different things and it will filter. That's if you want to be really specific. Down here you see these different chips. So I can click announcements and I will just see the announcements for the community. Events, I will just see events. I can see shares, which are basically generic posts. Past events, these are events that already happened. And there's different features, and different communities will have different features turned on. But right here we have conflict resolution, exchanges, which is basically trade, offerings and requests, and supports, which can look like emotional support or physical support. So these are all different ways of filtering. You click this button on the far left, clear filters, and it will disappear. All the filters, so it'll be every post. And it's all chronological, so the most recent are at the top, and you can go down. You can see who made each post. You can see what kind of post it is, if it's a share, an exchange, and you can see what circles it belongs to. So if it says members, that means it's for the entire community. But certain posts will have specific to those circles, and if you're in that circle, you'll see the post, and if you're not in the circle, you won't. So down below these chips, we can see the chips for the different circles. So if I clicked stewards, I would see just posts for stewards. So right now, there's no specific posts for these different circles, but if there were, that's how I would find them. So on the phone, the only difference here is that at the top that you don't have those chips until you press the search button right here. And when you press that, you will see all the chips. And again, you can slide to the left, to the right, to go through them, to click them. It's just like on the computer. You just have to click the magnifying button first to see that. The other difference is on desktop, to create something, you click up top right here. And on the phone, you have to be in the board by clicking the center button here. And then up top, there's a plus button, and you can click that. So here we'll go over how to actually create a post on the board. So I click the plus button there. I'm going to click the plus button here. And so here we have the layout on desktop. This is all the things you can do. in the board, and over here it's similar but slightly different layout. You can go down with the phone and you can slide left to right on the top. So again, some communities, villages will have different things turned on and off. Right now I'm showing you all of the posts possible at the moment. There will be future posts as we develop reVillager further. And if one of these don't exist on your village, just don't worry about it. So up top, we have what are called quick events. And these are basically just really quick and simple ways to get together with your community. Potluck party, adventure, coffee or tea. A duo is just if you want to hang out with one person, and a trio is if you want to hang out with 2 people at a time. Or there's 3 people in all, you plus 2 people. Down below here, we have create an announcement. So this only works if you're a steward, meaning you're one of the admin or moderators for the village. So if you click that, you can create an announcement. This is a community-wide announcement. It shows up on the homepage. So these are kind of like, it's really important that these are actually important announcements because the idea is not to clog up the board. So announcements are basically for the admins of the villages. You can give it a title. You can create a description. This kind of card is basically how all the posts work. You can put a feeling with it. You can add photos. You can add files. So you have an Excel sheet or something you need to put here. Calendar, you can put that. If you click topics, you can hashtag it. So this makes it easier to find information. Again, you hashtag, and these are ones that already exist. You can also create your own. That's really useful just to keep things organized. And down below, you can click here, and this is to say what circles this announcement's for. So if it's for everybody, you click members. If I only want, let's say, parents to see this announcement, I click parents, I click off for members, and I click OK. And now it's only going to address parents, but I can do multiple circles if I want. And then I would click create, and that would create it on the board. Now create an event is basically an in-person connection. So big point of reVillager is to get you off the screen and in person. So any event you want. Again, the quick events are just quick versions of this, but you can make any type of event you want. You put in a location, you put in the start and end time, how many people. So sometimes, you're having a potluck, you might only have 5 or 6 seats at your table. So you can put how many people you have capacity for, and then when they see the post, they can click going, and then once you get up to that capacity, it'll stop allowing people to click going. Description, again, you can describe it however you want. You can mention people. You can select organizers, which is really cool. If you want other people to be in charge of this event, not just yourself, you can click organizers and pick people from your village. Again, you can add photos and files, hashtags, and you can decide which circle it's for. Maybe in this case, I'll put members for everybody, and it'll show up for the whole community. And then I click create, and it goes to the board. Get support is essentially you're talking about how you're feeling and what kind of support you might need. This is really designed for emotional support, but people use it for different types of support as well. Post to share, this is a generic post. It could be just something you're excited about, something you want to link. Create an offering and create a request. These are really important aspects of any community. It's basically the trade that happens inside the community. So if you have an offering, let's say a physical thing that you're trying to get rid of or trade, or it's a skill that you have. So let's say I wanted to offer guitar lessons. I can make a post saying that I'm a guitar player, I know how to teach. I can talk about it, and then related skill, you'll see this kind of pop up. And so all these kind of sections for different skills it might go under. You can also click other if none of these apply. But here it's guitar lessons, I'll call it music. And so this again makes it easy to look up. So if I'm looking for something musical, I'll see that someone posted something for guitar lessons. As always, you can add and change the circles, and then you create. And so this time I'll actually create it. So it's missing description, so I would love to teach you. You can also put in more details, but I just want to show you the create. And now it's over here. And we have an exchange. It's for everybody. It's an offering. It's made by me. And if I click chat, we can talk about the guitar lessons. Everyone can ask questions. You can leave voice notes. You can add a picture. And it means that all the conversation stays focused on that post. So just coming back to the create, the request is the other end of that, so it's something I need. So let's say I need childcare for a certain day, or I need some potatoes. It can really be anything you're asking for. Suggested skill, so if it was childcare, I'd go down to childcare. If I need my father looked after, it could be elder care. There's so many different ways we can help each other out. And so these are all skills and ways in which we can give and receive. And again, it's the exact same layout. You click create and it creates that request. Now people know what you might need. Resolve conflict. This is, a natural part of any community as conflict arises. You basically say what's going on for you. You talk about what you're feeling, what you need in this moment, and what outcome you'd like to arrive at. And this will go to stewards specifically, so that it's not like a big public post, but it's to help the stewards kind of understand what's going on and help facilitate conflict resolution, which will almost always happen in person. This is just a way to start the process. And last but not least, shared lists. So if you click this, you can create any kind of list you want. It could be like a grocery list, or a list for things you need from the hardware store. And then your community or your circle can see the list, and if they go grocery shopping, they can get those things for you, and just makes it easier to share lists. So these are all the things you can create. Again, on the phone, over to the right, they're all there. It's the exact same. You click on any of them, click on event, you can create the event. So we're just going to go a little further, show you a bit more of the board. So we go to click the board and click the bottom here. You'll see, let's say birthday potluck, come celebrate with us. So if I click that with the chat, I can see the picture, I can see the description, I can see where it is, and I can click going, meaning that I want to go. I made this post, so I can't add myself to it. I'm already going here, but it'll give you a sense of how many people are going. You can also say, a message. And if you engage with a post and you write something, then up top there's a filter that says joined posts. So those are just conversations you're having. These will also show up in the notifications if you are engaged in a post. Down here you'll see someone in the community requested house and pet sitting while I'm on vacation. There's a timeline. I click chat, and again I can start a chat and say maybe I can help. If there's a number by the chat, it means that people are already talking. So right here, someone else said they'd like to play guitar. I said maybe we'll do a group lesson. Pictures are nice, but not necessary. And yeah, you can go down. Now, eventually the loading on the scroll will stop. That doesn't mean there's not more posts. It just means we don't want you to infinitely scroll. So if you do want to find something, again, just filtering, searching, using the circles. As always, there's a button at the bottom right for feedback. Please send us any feedback you have. It's super helpful. It sends it straight to us. And yeah, that is the board. Think of it as a digital community bulletin board, and use it and enjoy. This is really something that makes reVillager special. Thanks so much.